Adonai echad, u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet ve'litfilah. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabelan. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelchaki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesuchasof maaseh b'machsheva tchila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabelan. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumi tzii mitoch ha'afecha ravla shevet b'mechavacha vehu yachmol alayichem lalecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabelan.
The bottom of page 18, we rise, face the rear of the sanctuary as we greet the Sabbath bride.
Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzala doch emunei am segula boi chala
Boi chala
lecha dodi likrat kala
b'nei Shabbat nekabelan. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabelan. May be seated. I think what's so special about some of these prayers and songs and melodies that we sing is it just takes you somewhere else. It could be back to your home, your childhood, or even what we sing here and what we're introducing you to. And you can't get that feeling anywhere else, except maybe next week on the mountain. But we have this great opportunity, and that was beautiful. As we continue, we talk about music and instruments in Psalm 92, top of page 21 as we continue responsively. It's good to give thanks to you, O Lord, to praise your name through song, to speak in the morning of your loving kindness and your faithfulness each night, music of the lute and the harp, melody of the lyre, I'll sing with my delight. Continue the bottom of page 20.
Tzadikata Yifrach Ke'eres Balvanon Yizkeh Shetuli B'Beit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Besevan Deshenim Verananim Yilchu
on page 23, we're going to do this a little bit differently.
Michelle and I have written a version of Just for Today because we read this every single time we gather because it's such an important prayer to this congregation. So we have a sung way to experience these words. And we're not going to teach you the whole thing right now. We're just going to teach you the chorus, and it's very easy. It goes like this. Just for today.
Do the English. Do the English
Just
part.
for today. Let's try that all together. Just for today. Just for today. Just like that. Just for today. Sing it. Just for today.
Just for today.
Now let's sing it with harmonies. Ready, go.
Just for today. Just for today.
Beautiful, please.
Okay, Jack, if you'll read together, we're on page 23. You and Kiki can share. Page 23 at the top of the page.
Just for today, I will live one day only, forgetting yesterday and tomorrow, and not trying to solve the whole problem of life at once.
Just for today, I'll be unafraid of life and death, unafraid to enjoy the beautiful and be happy. People are as happy as they make up their minds to be.
Just for today, I will adjust myself to what is, and not try to adjust everything to suit me. If I cannot have what I like, I will try to like what I have.
Just for today, I'll be agreeable, cheerful, charitable, do my best to praise people for what they can do, not criticize them for what they cannot do. And if I find fault, I'll forgive it and forget it. I'll try not to improve nor regulate anybody except myself.
Just for today, I will have a plan. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have one. It will save me from worry, hurry, and indecision.
Just for today, I'll get people off my nerves and not get on theirs. I appreciate them for what they do and what they are.
Just for today, I will not show if my feelings are hurt. Just for
today, I'll find a little time for quiet to relax, realize what life is and can be. Time to think about God and get a better perspective of myself.
Just for today, I will look at life with fresh eyes and discover the wonder of it. I will know that as I give to the world, so the world will give to me.
Thank you.
Here we go. Just for today. 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 Just our voices now. Let's sing it. Just for today. Just for today.
That was a debut. It was written this summer. I said, we always read this, and it's wonderful, but couldn't we figure out a way? Couldn't you figure out a way?
That felt different for me, like more than normal. I hope it worked for you. Tell me after services what you thought.
I think it's beautiful. It's really something that we add to what our congregation can do. We're going to continue at page 24 as we rise. Our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. seated. We turn to page 30 at the top of the page. We'll continue Shema.
And first we'll go to 28, and then we'll go into Shema from there.
There's these words that we practiced right before this service. So some of you might already know this. So just channeling that love into your heart and out into the world with every note that you sing. Ahavat, Ahavat, Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Ahavat,
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 Olam, Olam,
Olam, Olam.
Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Baruch, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Le'olam, Va'ed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננת על לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשכבך וקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Well, Shirat Hayam was the crossing of the sea. The Israelites were now left behind the Egyptians, and they're now free to begin their trek onto Israel. We think about the same thing of freedom and the freedom that America crossing the seas and coming here to declare their own land of freedom. And we have a little bit of a twist for page 32.
Mi chamocha, Vailim Adonai, mi chamocha, Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilo, Osef Belen, Nora Tehilo, Osef Belen, Malchutcha, Ra'u Vanecha,
Now, can't you just see those covered wagons crossing the plains, singing Mi Chamocha by the fireside, perhaps? It was beautiful. Well, on this Shabbat evening, we seek peace and comfort. Shield us from hatred and destruction that plagues so many corners of our world, and console those in need. Top of page 34, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Mehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Mehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Mehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Mehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom Mehamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim.
We read in the book of Exodus that in 6 days the Lord created the heavens and the earth. The seventh day he ceased from his work and rested. Page 36 of Ishamru.
V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ay, 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 beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashevi Shabbat vayinafal.
I love it when you call home to your friends and they say, so what'd you do Friday night? And you say, we went to shul. And they said, you went where? And this is why. It's just beautiful. Thank you. Well, there comes a time in our community where we think about our friends who are in need of healing of body, mind, or spirit. If you have a person in your life who's in need of healing, Please feel free in just a moment to share their name aloud as we continue. The top of page 38, Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
We offer those blessings for full healing to Ross Bagali, Gail Balin, Sue Beiser, and Chip Brown, Esther Jeunesse Badchaya and Blanche Deutsch, Chris Eldridge, Larry Ellens, and Carol Ann Finn, Sherry Frank, Deborah Goldman, Mark Grabowski, Lori Hellman, Mike Herman, and Ra'ea Ivri, Harriet Jaffe, Mary Sue Katz, and Herman Keek, Phil Krasnow, Judith Landau, Russell Molina, Bill Multack, Janet, Stephen Reese, Bruce Rogers, Bill Silvers, B. Sklarowitz, Barbara Solomon, Alyssa Soslin, Dina Stempler, Merle Steyer, Alan Tannenbaum, Richard Taxman, Donna Weinstock, Jerry Weinstock, and Jeffrey Whitman.
Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of bodies, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And the prayer has become so universal with that tune that all over the world, wherever I would travel, that was the tune they would sing. And maybe this is an opportunity to say what's happening next week.
Well, next Friday, we're going to sing all music of Debbie Friedman for the whole service. And the music before that I do will not be held fast to that rule, but we do want to honor Debbie. You know, I converted to Judaism in 2016, but the way I got pulled into this world was Debbie Friedman passed away in 2011, and I was recruited to be in a Debbie Friedman tribute band. And I learned all these songs, and her message just spoke to me through her music, even though she was gone. And here I am today. So I hope you'll come celebrate Debbie Friedman with us next Friday.
It's the very special music, and we've never done that before, but we said there's so much from her that she has given to us that we're going to give a Shabbat to her. We turn to page 40 as we rise and continue with the Reader's Kaddish.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'amad yivra kirtei ve'amlich malchutei.
V'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv.
Yimru.
Amen. Yesh me'rabba mevarach. Olam olam me'omaya. Yitbarach.
Yitzbarach v'yishtabach. Yitpa'ar v'yitrama v'yitnaseh. V'yitazar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shemei dekudsha. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata.
Tushbechata v'nechemata
Damiran Be'alma.
Me'imru.
Amen.
A Talmudic sage once taught that if one prays only according to the precise text of the prayer and adds nothing from one's heart, the prayer is not complete. We complete our prayers, the top of page 42, as we continue and then silently through page 57.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha.
You may be seated when you've completed the Amidah. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God. Page 56 as the cantor continues. Yulu Ratzon.
Yehiyu le'ratzon imrefi tehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai Suri Begali Suri Begali Yehiyu le'ratzon imrefi tehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai Suri Begali Suri Begali.
Well, tomorrow, as we celebrate the 4th of July, for us as a Jewish community, it's a time to reflect on the deep connections between our own Jewish history in light of what took place 250 years ago and the birth of our nation. A moment when the signers of the Declaration of Independence expressed principles much like ours of freedom and justice. It echoes strongly with us as Jews. So as Jews, we don't wait 250 years to recall our struggles with liberation. Every year at Passover time, we retell the story of Exodus and ancestors' journey from slavery in Egypt to freedom. But history recalls that the American Revolution was driven by a desire to break free from tyranny and create a society, a special, unique society rooted in justice and self-governance. So tomorrow we remember how the early American colonists, well, they longed for a life, and it was a life free from oppression. But also, let's not forget the sacrifices made by countless Jewish patriots who fought for the freedoms that we now cherish. So while the Jewish population of American colonies was very small, approximately 2,000 Jews were living in America at that time, many Jews were among the early supporters of the revolutionary cause. They contributed not only as soldiers, but as financiers and merchants. They were supplying the Continental Army. And records show that a number of Jews fought alongside the fellow colonists, providing support in battles and continuing those varying military efforts throughout the war. A name that's not familiar to it's not familiar to any of us, David Salisbury Franks. Well, he became the first Jewish officer in the army of the Revolutionary War, and he was a captain of the Continental Army. He was known for his bravery in leading troops in significant battles, but I think the one name we really think about, often regarded as the key financier of the Revolutionary War, was Chaim Solomon. He was a Polish-born Jewish merchant, banker. He settled in Philadelphia, but history records how he played such a crucial role in helping the Continental Army by providing funding, often at personal risk. And then there was Francis Salvador. He was the first Jewish person to hold public office in the American colonies, strong supporter of American independence, and as a member from the South Carolina Provincial Congress, he advocated for the revolutionary cause and was active in organizing local militias. But not to forget the Jewish women. They played such an essential role in the Revolutionary War. They opened businesses, raised funds for the war effort, provided medical care for wounded soldiers, demonstrating resilience and resourcefulness in such difficult times. So as we celebrate the 4th of July tomorrow, and we're all going to enjoy ourselves in parades and celebrations, we also have to honor our Jewish heritage, that Jewish heritage of liberation, the Americans' ongoing journey toward freedom for all. And I think this is one of those nights where it's so appropriate that we have a prayer for our country, because we're so grateful to live here, be here, and raise families. Eternal God, accept our prayer for the United States of America. Let your blessings pour forth upon this land, president, the judges, and officials, and enable them to understand your principles of justice so that freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear might never depart this land. Bestow your Spirit upon all the inhabitants of our land and plant fellowship and peace between all the faiths that dwell here. So uproot from their hearts all hate and jealousy, from all that desire to see this great land as a light for all nations. Let us never forget those brave men and women who have served and are serving our country at sea and on distant shores. May they go in peace and return in peace to their families. So may it be your will that soon we establish the vision of the prophet, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither will we learn war anymore. Amen. Well, this has been a beautiful service that you put together, which we're not done, but to put so much patriotic music into this service, and for all of you to make a choice to join us on July 3rd. And I don't want to forget those that are watching. We always have several hundred that are watching from sea to shining sea, and it's wonderful to have all of you joining with us. We have some announcements and events for those of you who have not gotten our most recent calendar. If you have last week's, exchange it for this week's. There's always a few changes and adaptations and little things that we have. We do have, well, I'll let you go with your announcement first.
Sure. All right. We would love to have you join us here in this room tomorrow before the parade, before the 4th of July parade. We do an interfaith service with the Vail Religious Foundation. I'll be kicking off the service by singing and then running to go be in the parade with my band. And so we hope to see you tomorrow. There's pancakes at 8 o'clock, and the service begins at 9 o'clock. It's an interfaith 4th of July service. We have so many amazing programs coming up this summer and this fall, including the Elul Tour. Colleen was talking earlier about our friend Eliana Light. She puts together a phenomenal world-class ensemble a bunch of musicians who often play independently. She brings them together and makes a group that tours around the month leading up to the high holidays, which is Elul. And so we hope that you'll join us. We snagged a spot on her tour. We're very lucky. And so we hope you'll all be there for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to just say thank you to everyone who came before services and sang and breathed with me. It's my honor to offer that. I really do it because I need it, and so you being here makes it so special and meaningful. So thank you. I hope you'll come every Friday I'm here. If you get the newsletter, I'm writing a little hello in the newsletter and what I'm excited about. So if you look at that, you'll know if I'm going to be there the next Friday. There's a few times I'm going to be gone. And also we have these Tuesday morning song circles that are coming up, and those are we're just going to go deeper into those intentions. So I hope that you might join for one of those or all of them. And other than that, the Yiddish program is sold out. The Dutch-Israeli program is not. So if you want to come experience this incredible human that I met, she lived in Israel, she lived in France, her family's from Holland. They moved to Israel before World War II, but she has a fascinating story. She's sharing recipes. She's going to make some yummy snacks for us that are Dutch-Israeli recipes. And she's an incredible singer. So she's going to share her voice. She sings opera, she sings art songs, and I'll be accompanying her. So please RSVP.
And take out this calendar because we have coming up on July 8th. Thank you for introducing this, Debbie. We have challah with a twist. And we came up with that name because challah is not, when you eat that stuff that we make that's so wonderful, it's not challah. That's the bread. What they had was an offering in temple times, and they would have what's called a bread offering. They would twist off a piece of the bread, throw it in the fire as a sacrifice, and the twist that they threw away was called the challah. We're not throwing away any of your challah. We're going to keep it all there. But we also have the author of this book is going to be Zooming with us. It's incredible. If you haven't read it, Braided, A Journey of 1,000 Challahs. We have signed copies up here for those that would like to purchase one and take one back with you. She's going to give an incredible story. She says, enjoy the journey. So please, even though the breakfast might be sold out, we invite you to come to hear the story and to hear her story as we learn more about Braided and Challah. It's a great book and really wonderful to read through. Next week, as we mentioned, is going to be the Debbie Friedman Shabbat. We've never done that. But as we do so much Debbie Friedman, we said, let's really dedicate one Friday to her.
It's not hard to fill a whole service with Debbie Friedman.
No. So for those of you that will join us next Friday night, we have our early session, which is going to be amazing with Colleen, and then we'll have our Debbie Friedman Shabbat, and then the next day, we're going to go up on the mountain together, and it's a beautiful service, and it starts at 10:15, and the gondola opens probably at 9:15. And last time we had hundreds and hundreds of people trying to get into line with the gondola. But come and join us. It's going to be incredible. We're going to continue with our service. Aleinu, and we're going to rise, page 60, and join together.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחת האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Shema,
Tonight, to remember our loved ones who are no longer with us. It has been said that a loved one will always be with us while their name is still spoken. In solemn testimony to that unbroken faith which links the generations one to another, we now recall their names as they will live in our hearts forever. Phyllis Abramowitz, Fred Allen, Joan Barr, Gerda Barrett, Janet Brown, Joe Corbin, and Abraham Ellis. Mark Ettinger, Pauline Azurski, Leonard Frank, and Norma Lee Funger. James Gaynor, Arthur Glickman, Harry Goldstein, Beryl Feingoldstein, and Joseph Guss. Jerome Heffer, Kenneth Hertz, Judith Ann Huckman, Teresa Exosa, Eric Joss, Henry Kahn, Ida Kahn, Stuart Camber, and Selma Cohn. Norman Lantzman, Betty Levin, Myrna Lieberman, and Samuel A. Marcus. Estelle A. Marks, Estelle Myers, Victor Mikati, Joanna Minnie, Herman Moore, Pauline Morell, Shirley Mukasey, Joellen Multak, Marvin Nachman, Jeremy Nierenberg, Gertrude Palikow, Ruth Plotnick, Harold Pullman, Mary Port, S. Jerome Port, and Sam Port, Pedro Prince, Edna Carton, Regina Resnick, Regina Scherf, Khaja Helene Schimmel, and Sally Schnapp. Neil Schur, Myrna Sigmund, Ellen Rhoda Solomon, Jay Soslin, Betty Spitzmaler, Benjamin Stemple, Wynne Tatchell, Ann Tudanger, David Waldman, Mary Weinstein, Morris Wetcher, Walter Wolf, Jody Rubel, and Jürgen Yashik. Also our sincerest condolences to Tom Gard on the loss of his mother, Sally Shefka Khana. I had the privilege of knowing her, and we're so sorry for your loss. If anyone else is observing Yahrzeit this month. Thank you. The Mourner's Cottage can be found in our prayer books. Page 64 as we join it together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'alma divrach yirutei v'amlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael v'agalav izman kariv v'imramein yehesh me rabba mevarach le'olam omeomaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha brichu le'elamin kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imramein Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imramein oseh shalom b'imramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imramein. May be seated. Again, we have copies of Braided up here in the front for those of you that would like to read it before we have the opportunity to hear from the author. And my thanks to our musical experts. This is the kind of thing that creates the memories for all of us, that we have a summer like this and the rest of the summer to come. And my thanks. It's really a beautiful way to start our summer. We thought last week we start again. So we're going to return to our prayer books, page 66, for a very special Adon Olam.
Please indulge us as we sing the words of Adon Olam to 3 more patriotic tunes. See if you can recognize them. Here we go. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'ed nasa v'chefsod kol azay melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh v'tifara v'hu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshilo go
I thought we should have been standing for that little Star Spangled Banner thing, but we didn't have. Please rise for a closing blessing. Adonai oz le'emo yutein, Adonai v'rachat amo v'shalom. May the Lord grant strength unto his people. Bless all peoples with peace.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen chayim.
And please come to learn how to make these beautiful chalot. We have one that's fireworks with red, white, and blue, and we get to taste them all. So please come and join us next week and hear the author of Braided.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.